Soche Duke Jackson here at the Design Hub co-working space, and I promised everybody that I would come back and talk to Expat Assist about some questions about how the diaspora, the African American community, and people all over the world can get citizenship, legal stay, business licenses, investor licenses in Uganda, and Expat Assist offers all of that. And I'm here with TInah. How you doing, TInah?
I'm doing good, O'Shea. How are you doing today?
Doing very
Thanks
very
for
good.
inviting me.
Now tell people what Expat Assist is about and what your position is in the company.
All right. Expat Assist is a company that was incorporated on the 16th of July, 2016. It was founded by Mayon Castellans, a Dutch lady that first came to Uganda then and found the process so hectic. So she had to run like so many times, bump into so many offices without answers, with all the rejections and the faces around. So she thought at the back of her mind that there should be some entity that helps out people who want to come to Uganda and settle down and find the information ready in hand. So she started out Expat Assist, and with time it has been evolving. She left the country recently, but she's still very active as a director. We are joined recently by Ian Parker, also from Britain. He's a director, and I myself am an operations director in Expat Assist today.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's very interesting. She had so many problems, and then she made that into a business.
Yes,
she
had to find a solution to this.
Right.
Because she had so many of her friends and other colleagues complaining about the same issue.
Right.
That really you can't be in the diaspora and then find all this information online.
Right.
And there should have been someone to assist, and that is why she called it Expat Assist.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Tell me all the services that Expat Assist offers.
Basically, we offer 3 services, major services, and under that we have a category of wide range of services. So we start with a relocation package. So if someone wants to ask about what is relocation to Uganda, how do I get there? How much are the visas going to cost? How do I move my pets? How do I settle down? How is transport like? Housing? This is all around relocation. How do I get to the airport? Can I have someone pick me up? You know, temporary accommodation, temporary transport. This is all relocation for us. Then we have the business setup. Once people are here or there, they are always looking at new opportunities to adventure into. And the biggest question is, which industry can I invest in? What is performing better? What would you recommend? And what really best suits me as my best personality? You know, people have different personalities. There are people in art, people in tourism. So we all look into that and we incorporate their companies and businesses all in the same role. So we start with the business registration, name reservation. We come to the taxes. We come to a full, complete company. Then we even open for you a bank account so that we leave you fully open to operate.
Okay, wow.
Yes, so the next step after that, it will be getting your immigration sorted out. Once you are in Uganda, you cannot legally stay in the country.
Right.
You have to have a valid immigration facility, and that would either apply for a work permit, a student pass, or a dependent pass, depending on where your choice is. So we have a lot of people who have opened up their businesses and have applied for their work permits under business and trade. There are those who are looking for work and have applied for their work permits under the expatriate employees. And there are students who are looking also for opportunities to study here. So, and there are those who accompany their spouses, their relatives, and they go for the dependent pass. However, that goes on different fees, both for the government and Expat Assist as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me ask you this, because I am now officially an Expat Assist customer client, and I found to be very, very informational, very easy for me. You guys do a really, really great job.
All right, thank you.
Before I come into Uganda, I noticed in some of the countries, to get a business visa or to get residence, I was always under the impression that for Uganda or Kenya, a person needed $100,000 to register a business in Uganda are in the East African community countries.
Yeah.
But what's the real truth about that? Does a person, if they want to start a business here as a foreigner or as from the diaspora, do they need $100,000 to start the business, or what do they need to start that business, to register it?
To register a business here in Uganda, an investor or person from diaspora has to have at least a minimum of maybe, let us say, $80,000 on the account. Okay. And if they really want to invest big and get an investment license, that comes at a cost of $100,000. So it is either $50,000 if you are going to open up a business locally, and if it's going to be a foreign affiliated business, it has to be $100,000, yes, of investment. Because that is when the investment authority can give you duty-free services, can give you the tax exemptions, because you have also come in the big package. And for those businesses that are small, someone can always start small in Uganda, then their share capital increases over time.
Okay, so if it's a smaller business, then so basically what you're saying is there's a difference between an investor license or a person that wants to start a smaller business. The requirements are less.
Yes. So for a person who wants to start small, the requirements are less, and you don't need the $100,000. You just need a good minimum amount into your bank account, more than maybe $50,000. Then you get started. Yes.
So let me also ask this. As far as people wanting to buy real estate, I know you also do relocation in real estate.
Yes, we do.
Now, what are the processes for a person that wants to buy a home? Would you recommend a person buy land before they move here, or would you recommend a person come here, see what you have to offer, and then make a purchase, or try to make a purchase before they come?
Land is a bit tricky in Uganda because the Ugandan law states that land belongs to residents. So therefore, for a person to be a resident here, you must either have a work permit or own a business. And in this instance, you can buy land as a business property. Or you can buy land as a resident in Uganda after becoming a resident officially. So those are the two instances that a foreigner in Uganda can buy land. But beyond those instances, the law does not permit. Yes. But in case someone wants to come in and try to first survey what should be on ground, how is the land process like, that is very much welcome, so that the land authorities are able to tell you what exactly you need and what the process is.
I want to also ask a few questions. I think we talked about it before.
All right.
But let me ask you this, because you also give advice or consulting. If a person doesn't know, what business can I get acclimated to in Uganda, or what are some of the things I can do? You actually can help people give advice. So, well, this industry is something you should look at and stuff. Does Expat Assist do that also?
Yes, we do. We have a few questions on our consultancy desk and say, okay, as a person, what would you love to do? Depending on your personality. And also we look at our economic scaling, because every financial year we look at industries that have been exempted, tax exempted, industries that are performing well. So we can easily identify an industry that is doing well, someone they can flourish from, and say, I believe this for this year, this will be the best option for you. And when you go for it, you'll never regret it. Yes.
So I just have a few questions from the people that I showed you in our community tab.
Yes.
The first question comes from Leslie. So shout out to Leslie. She asks, question for TInah, Expat Assist. She actually said your name.
Oh, hi, Leslie.
What are the top 2 to 3 developing industries in Uganda within the next 3 to 5 years? She actually asked for Rwanda, but I told her you only deal with Uganda. In East Africa. Well, let's talk about Uganda. In your opinion, what are the top 2 to 3 developing industries in Uganda?
We have the communication and the technology industry. It is really fast moving. So many people are into online, they are into technology, they are into what is really making people go fast. So if you really want to come into the communication and the technology industry, it is really doing well, even on the Ugandan GDP. So it is really nice. We are also looking at tourism. Actually, tourism has a lot of tax exemptions.
Wow.
So people can actually set up hotels, restaurants, cafes. People can have tour packages, and they are all tax exempted. So someone can easily ride on that so fast and get away with it. Yes.
Very, very, very great answer.
Yeah.
So second question comes from Africa, hashtag here I come. Thank you for your question. He asks, or she asks rather, is getting the permit first a great move or the business registration? I feel the permit is most important because without that, you can't start your business or work. Am I thinking backwards?
Yes, you are. Reason being is unless you're going to come on a permit that will enable you get employed here, but for a person who is looking at having a business setup is first before you get your work permit. Because the process works like this. Once someone here, they come on a single visa into the country, and then they get their business set up. After the business setup, you get a permit based on your business, and then you get your family as dependents on your permit. So that is how it works. It doesn't work the other way around, where someone has to first get a permit before they can make a business. However, for those people who have the expat employment permit, they can easily set up their business while they are here on that permit.
Okay.
Yes.
Just have a few more, and I want to ask this one brother. He asked a lot of questions. Master Thriller, brother, you asked like 17 questions. I can only ask one of them. Okay. But so he says, which country should we start investing in immediately, or which ones do you feel will experience the most growth in the next 5 years? I know you're probably going to be biased, but
no, I'm not going to be biased. I love my country, and I would love everyone to come back here and invest. Uganda is such a fertile land for investment. We have so many things which are so virgin, so many opportunities that have not been tapped. So if someone is looking at the best place to invest, Uganda will be the best option. And it is a fast-growing country with a fast-growing city. Over 10 million people just in the city. Just imagine what you can do with it. Yes.
Another question he asks is, because obviously I know that you do relocation, what are some reputable real estate agencies that you could purchase land, rent apartments, or buy houses at a reasonable price?
We have real estate properties that have been commissioned by the government, and those are trustable and they are easy to approach in their processes. So it will be a matter of you finding your niche into what you want, then we'll recommend the right agent for you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let me also ask this one, and this comes from Pro Woman J. Her question we'll put on the screen. Oh, ask about contract enforcement and regulations to get standards in place. Are most smaller deals handshake agreements or contracts used and enforced? Why aren't laws to limit foreign control of Ugandan industry put in place? Basically, are there any laws that limit, foreigners from taking over the markets and partnering with certain people, things like that? And then the small handshake situation.
What I can say for Uganda is the law is very supportive for investors currently, for them to come and invest in a lot of sectors which are open. And this would only, the handshake bit will only come in if you actually get entangled into the wrong category of people, if you're really working on the wrong side of the government. But if you take the proper procedures, the proper place, everything is straightforward from how do I deal with this to finish. Yeah, so it's a matter of following the law without having a quick cut into this. Okay. Because once you want a quick cut, there are people who are always targeting you to help you out and direct you into the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so you have to make sure that you're following the process to the detail and make sure that everything is as set as the government says. Then you have your process right without any kickbacks.
Let me ask you this, and so let's talk about citizenship or residency, because a lot of people, as you know, we talked about it before, there's a lot of civil unrest especially between the African American community, what's been going on now with a lot of the police brutality. And BBC shot recently about a lot of African Americans returning to Africa and repatriating. Most people go to Ghana and West Africa.
Yes.
But East Africa is starting to emerge as an option for people in the African American communities and in the greater diaspora. People are wanting to know, does Uganda allow dual citizenship? And what are the processes for a person to get residency in Uganda so that they can stay and work towards residency permits or work towards citizenship in the country?
The immigration law states that if someone has 10 years worth of work permit, they can apply for residency. And this does not depend on any work permit. All work permits are valid for residency as long as someone can properly show that they have been in the country for the last 10 years. They have social, economic, and intellectual contribution to the country, and they are already established within here. They can apply their residency. Okay. Yes, and when it comes to dual citizenship, currently the government looks at there are countries that allow dual citizenship and there are those which don't. Yes. Yeah, so it will definitely depend on which country you're coming from and if it applies, and then you can apply for it as well.
Okay, and the last question, because obviously we know that Uganda has very, very beautiful women, and a lot of guys will probably try to marry you after this show. They'll be messaging you. But can a person obtain citizenship through marriage?
Yes. They can, definitely can. We have what we call residency due to marriage and also dependency due to marriage. This happens when someone is legally married in Uganda. And for women, it comes automatically a bit easier because it only takes around 2 years or 1 year for a person to be on a dependent pass and also get residency. For the guys out there, you have to work a little bit hard. Yes, because I believe the government doesn't want people to just use this as a trick. Okay. You know, for the guys to be leeching on the women here. As a way of getting residency. So residency for the male counterparts, it takes a bit of time, and that is 3 years, and then you can apply for your residency, plus showing what you have done for the country in those 3 years. Yeah. Okay.
Well, TInah, I knew that you were going to do great. You did more than great.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for making my journey for the registration, for what we're trying to do.
Yes.
So easy. I find that your staff is very, very professional.
Thank you so much.
Very, very knowledgeable. Yeah. I think when I came in, I was only there for like 2 or 3 minutes before I put the deposit down, because I just liked how organized the business was. And it really goes to show that on the continent of Africa, we do have brothers and sisters like yourself that are very, very intelligent, very, very, you can understand and do things on a very, very high level. And I'm thoroughly impressed. It was just like I was getting service anywhere else. And so,
thank you so much.
How can people contact you, contact Expat Assist and know more?
All right, we have our website up at www.expatassist.com, and you can also give us an email at info@expat-assist.com, or give us a WhatsApp still on our website. The number is there. Just say, TInah, please reply to this. I have a question. We are ready to attend to you. Or you can contact me personally on my email at TInah@expat-assist.com.
Okay, and yes. What we'll do is we'll put all of that in the first comment pinned to the top of the video. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the editors will include it here. So we'll put that there at the first comment. And I want to thank all of you for making the channel successful, so we can keep collaborating with people in the Kampala community that actually add a lot of value. to what we're trying to do on this channel. So TInah, I know we'll come back.
Yes, I'm looking forward to hearing from everyone out there, and please don't hesitate to contact us, or if you have any inquiries or consultations, we are free and open to that.
All right.
Yes.
Keep it real. In Uganda forever. We're out.